Okay, so we had so much fun with the Superman one. Figured we'd do Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
The MCU is either back or dead again. It depends. Every other movie it changes. So
okay, without getting too in the weeds, I guess let's just briefly discuss the state of the MCU. Captain America didn't make much money, and people didn't seem to like it. People liked Thunderbolts, it just didn't make a whole lot of money. You have any thoughts or feelings about the two?
did not like Captain America. I love Thunderbolts.
So,
Um, I think we're past the point of billion-dollar superhero movies.
yeah.
Um, so I think budgets should go.
What was the last super big one? Black Panther 2?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
You're right. Yeah, that was $1 billion movie. Yeah, that
But
was
it's like the last two billion-dollar movies, like superhero movies, if I'm not mistaken, were that and Spider-Man. So it's like
yeah.
you kind of have to dip in the nostalgia or like manage your expectations and budgets better.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
no, there's no sense
it
that
probably also
Captain
don't
America would
help.
be costing so much.
It probably don't help either that a lot of this like to go into Captain America and Thunderbolts, like a lot of stuff building up to it was more Disney Plus shows,
Yeah.
which can feel like homework having to watch all those. Which I think kind of adds to the superhero fatigue. So I think that kind of hurt the movies as well.
I guess I'm of two minds on that. Like, I get that point, but it's also like, is watching television homework? Like, I feel like people aren't so flooded with so many things to watch that this is like, oh, the horror. There's a 6 episode miniseries for you to watch.
Um, Sometimes watching a show feels like a chore for me.
Okay. Okay.
Um, like even a show I like, sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I got this many episodes I gotta watch. Uh,
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess it's just like overwhelming sometimes.
Okay.
Like right now we're watching Penny Dreadful. I love it, but it's like sometimes I'm just like, oh God, get to the point.
Which that show actually lasts a while, right? There's like what, 3 or 4 seasons?
There's like three seasons, but they're like 8 to 10 episodes a piece, but they're all like an hour, right at an hour long. So
Yeah, I did not finish that series.
yeah, it's basically what if the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was good?
Yeah, basically. But anyway, okay, so MCU feels like a lot's riding on this Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is about it. Besides maybe a Spider-Man movie before Doomsday, like
Yeah.
there's a, I think things would probably not be very good for the MCU if this movie doesn't do good.
Yeah. Which I think people are panicking too much. Like Disney kind of has to feed the beast. Like I think if they break even, it's not the end of the world because you got to give people a reason to keep Disney Plus and all that, and merchandise, etc. You got to keep the train running. But yeah, like if this bombs, like they're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, like we'll still get Doomsday and
Yeah.
stuff because they're already filming that. So, but I just I think superhero movies as a whole will probably slow down.
That's probably true. My students are not as enamored anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's so many now. It's just like, all right, I want something different. Like even as someone who like can look through my Facebook memories from like 10, 15 years ago, and I was like, I want more superhero stuff. I want everything. And now I'm just like, okay, you're giving me too much.
Okay, so we've set the table. So I guess let's just talk about Fantastic Four in general now. So is this a franchise that means a lot to you?
Um, Kind of like how I felt like Superman was the greatest superhero character. I kind of feel like the Fantastic Four is the greatest superhero team. Um, I've always loved them. The characters, I think Ben Grimm is probably Marvel's best character, and yeah, I mean they're a big deal to me. And I mean, I named my middle son Reed after Reed Richards. His middle name is Reed after Reed Richards.
I completely forgot that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty intense.
so yeah, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan.
Okay, so how does somebody our age become a big Fantastic Four fan? Was it the cartoon, the comics? Like what hooked you?
Um,
Hmm.
so my dad did have he wasn't like the biggest Fantastic Four collector, but he had random issues from the '90s that I read religiously, and then they started buying me like the comic multi packs. Every time I got Fantastic Four, I was excited.
Okay.
A lot of my knowledge came from like Marvel handbooks,
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four, like that old cartoon, and then Wizard magazine, and like
Oh,
anything I could soak up Fantastic Four at that time before I was old enough to buy my own comics was that media, and like that was really big for me. And then like the 2005 movie came out, and I was like beyond hyped for that movie. Uh,
really?
yes, I was so excited.
Wow.
And I liked it, and I still kind of like those movies. They're fun. They're not great, but they're fun and very of their time. But I was like unbelievably hyped, like trailer day one, like beyond excited.
I guess I was just always more of an edge lord than you. I did not, I don't know, I guess it was 11, 12. I did not care about that movie.
Oh yeah, I was full in. Like I walked out of that movie like that was the best thing ever. Like as a kid, I loved it.
My family had no interest in that movie. My mom was mad that the dude from Nip Tuck was taking time away from Nip Tuck to be in that movie.
Who I mean, rest in peace. He just died like a week ago.
Which I kind of like the first one. I think for what it is, the first one is good. You got any feelings on the second one?
Um, as a movie, I like it. I don't like Galactus as a cloud. I don't think there's anything else to say about that that hasn't been said.
Yeah.
I thought Silver Surfer was great in it, though.
Silver Surfer's pretty cool. Like I think those effects and stuff hold up.
Yeah,
The second was the one where they're like switching powers and stuff, right?
yeah.
I don't know. When the Silver Surfer's not on screen, that movie seems noticeably less mature than the first one to me.
I think they're both fairly silly. Um, I feel like they really tried to go for like. I mean, really, they were doing like the MCU tone before the MCU was doing it. Like
Yeah,
maybe not as good, but they were
yeah,
doing it.
yeah. That's what they're aiming for. Okay. And how about the '90s movie? When did you discover that?
That would be like when I first really hit the internet myself. So I was a teenager. I saw MySpace group talking about it. They had a link to download it off LimeWire. It
Oh
took
wow.
19 hours to download, so I downloaded it and watched it. And because I mean, I'd heard Wizard talk about it and stuff. Like it was always like out there that this thing happened. I'd seen pictures. Um, and I low key kind of loved it. Um,
Yeah, that was
I've,
one of the first bootleg tapes I bought from a Dragon Con.
I've seen the documentary about it. I'm like it's just one of those weird things. But like also I like that old like really crappy Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. Like some
That
of those
movie
like
was
old crappy comic book movies. I was just like, hey, this sucks and I love it.
I think that Punisher movie's legit good. Like, I don't know why people didn't eat that up at the time.
Um, yeah, I mean, besides him not wearing a skull through the whole thing, like it was still a good movie.
Just to round things out, do you have any opinions on the '90s Captain America movie where the Red Skull's Italian for some reason?
Um, as a kid, like I saw it in Wizard, and we didn't have Captain America in a movie yet, so I was like begging mom and dad, like, we got to find this. I got to watch it. Um, I soaked up
You,
any and every type of media I could from comic
oh,
book
you
movies.
didn't
So
have that growing up?
no, I did not. Dad hated it. Was like, no, these movies suck. Uh,
My local video store had it, and my parents were like, they thought it was a real movie. Like, they took it seriously.
yeah, my dad was like, no, that movie sucks. Like, did not was like, you're wasting your time. And I was like, no, I gotta see this, and I
Honestly,
did.
my parents liked it.
So yeah, well, there was like two '90s one. One's he wore the motorcycle helmet, right?
I think that's '70s or '80s.
Oh, that one I love.
Okay, of course. Now
Yeah.
the '90s one is the one where he constantly says he has a stomach ache to like get out of problems.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Yeah.
The one where he has the fake ears.
Yeah. But yeah, the motorcycle helmet one's like peak Captain America.
Okay, and to round things out, any opinions on the 2015 Fantastic Four? Is that the right year?
Yeah, it would have been around then. I swore that movie was gonna be good. I defended the casting, I defended everything, the trailer, until it came out, and I was like, I can't defend this no more. This was not good.
I feel so bad for that director.
Yeah, he kind of got screwed. I mean, honestly, the whole cast, like, it wasn't a bad cast at all. It was just really not the Fantastic Four.
I mean, you can't do anything with that movie. Like it, you can't make a sequel or anything. But I kind of like it as a movie. I kind of like the body horror take. I don't think
Like,
it's
I thought Doctor Doom looked like shit, but I thought like his powers were cool in it. Like he like that one like the one scene that always gets thrown like the only scene people talk about in that movie. It's just like that's a cool scene with Doctor Doom.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, so what do you think made you gravitate to Fantastic Four as a kid? Like the
um,
powers, the colors, the fact that they're a family. Like what hooked you?
I really like the family aspect of them. Like
Okay.
that, there was just like a closeness between the characters, or like they felt like they weren't just like on a team to fight villains. Like it felt like, oh, like we're a family and we're hanging out, we're cooking dinner and going on vacations, but we're also fighting these people. I love the kind of pulpy adventure feel that they had to them as well. Like it felt like an old pulp comic of like people traveling to this weird area and they just happen to get powers. So I thought that was really just really cool, and I always thought Ben Grimm was just like one the best character Marvel ever created. Like the wholesomeness, like he's this big ugly monster, but I mean he's honestly just like the gentlest person. Like you just kind of want to go give him a hug.
It's too sad for me. I could never get into it.
Like the first time I read This Man, This Monster, I cried.
Yeah.
Like that was like, oh no.
Okay, and I was total opposite. As a kid, that it didn't do much for me. My parents thought it was lame. I didn't get into comics till later. I did like the '90s cartoon. Uh,
Yeah,
the only thing that hooked me about Fantastic Four was Doctor Doom, which I guess he was like the big bad in almost all those '90s animated shows. Because
yeah.
he's in Spider-Man, he's in Fantastic Four, he's in Hulk. Is he in Silver Surfer?
I don't think he shows up in Silver Surfer or X Men.
Yeah, he's not in X-Men. That's right. But yeah,
Wait, is no, that's Spider Man. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of the Secret Wars thing, but I was like, oh wait, that was Spider Man. It's that X Men character.
the voice actor for Doctor Doom and that was really good.
Yeah, yeah. I thought Doctor Doom was great in those, and like I always felt like he was kind of the top tier Marvel villain here, like the most menacing, like the Marvel villain. Like if there's a villain for Marvel, it's Doctor Doom.
Yeah, so Fantastic Four comics, I get into those mostly by buying Doctor Doom issues, and I collected Fantastic Four more to collect She-Hulk. And the other thing I loved about Fantastic Four was until you go like super far back, like those books just aren't that valuable. So I remember being a kid being like, I can buy issue 195 for like $3. I can't do that with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, so you like actually care about the storylines and stuff. So like what Fantastic Four comics means something to you other than this man, this monster.
Um. So I have read the entire Jack Kirby, Stanley run, and just every bit of it, just like soaking up like them arguing, them not getting along sometimes, but they still love each other. The Sue and Reed really just like them like Reed's not always the greatest husband, and he is all at times preoccupied and dealing with stuff like that. Um, just really that entire run is amazing. Like, and so important to Marvel. Like Marvel wouldn't be what it was without it. Um, like the John Byrne run and the Walt Simonson really had like a lot of key moments in it that really meant a lot to me as well. And a lot of it just it's less about them fighting or them using their powers and more about how they interact with each other. That was important to me and what I liked the most about it.
So Fantastic Four, that has to be Stanley and Jack Kirby's best collaboration, right? Like,
Yeah, 100%. Like I've read a lot of those early runs that Stanley and Jack Kirby did, and like that's the one that like still holds up. Out of all of them, it's the one that holds up the most.
yeah, not to shit talk Avengers, but yeah, I think early Fantastic Four probably does hold up the best out of that pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody comes away liking this movie, any specific comic runs you'd recommend?
Yeah. I picked four, and then like an honorable mention that I wanted to bring up. Of course, the Lee and Kirby. It's issues 1 through 102.
They were together that long?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't realize it lasted that long. I guess
yeah.
I thought
It was a
about
huge run.
okay.
Um,
That is so much
and
longer than Stanley and Steve Ditko. Just
And just because like it's still easy to read today, like
yeah.
I normally don't try to recommend any first runs of any comics that date that far back, but like it holds up so well and you get so much importance. Like Doctor Doom's introduced, the Negative Zone, Adam Warlock first shows up there, the Black Panther shows up in Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, Galactus, Silver Surfer, like so much key stuff happens in the Marvel Universe because of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
So
Galactus and Beyonder, I reread that semi recently. That holds up quite well, I'll think so.
very well. And it's like peak like that, and you got just like peak Jack Kirby art, and him doing what he loves the most. Other than that, I do have the John Byrne run. It's 232 through 294. That's where She Hulk gets added to the team. That's very important. Invisible Woman starts becoming less of a damsel in stress and kind of more of like the powerhouse of the team in a lot of ways. And then you get the Trial of Galactus, which is also like the Trial of Reed Richards more than Galactus, where it's like Reed has to answer for not destroying Galactus, and he has to answer for all these. He's put on trial to answer for all these worlds being destroyed
Yeah,
by
because
Galactus.
Galactus eats the scroll homeworld, right?
Yes. Um, and then I have Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four 1 through 23. That's where you get a lot of big things like the Council of Reeds, Future Foundation, and a lot of the seeds are sowed for what later becomes Secret Wars in that comic run. And then the Walt Simonson, it's 333 through 354. It's a shorter run, but you get the first time that Spider-Man, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and Hulk kind of become the substitute Fantastic Four. It's really fun and funny, and just kind of like them making a joke about them being the most popular heroes and putting them as a team. Also in
That's
that you get the
is that
TVA
Peter
for
David?
the yeah, but also for the first time the TVA is created and during that run.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's
honorable. I tried to do a top four. That's Fantastic Four, but I did have to throw in an honorable mention of Ultimate Fantastic Four,
guys.
just because of how important the Maker is to everything comic wise right now, and I don't see them leaving him out of the MCU for long. So,
I mean, he's other than Doctor Doom, who they're about to use, he's the biggest villain they've done nothing with, right?
um, yeah, I guess bigness. Yeah, I guess popularity wise, like I'd be like, well, Annihilus, but I guess
Yeah,
it's not big to everybody.
I'm tempted to laugh at that, but Annihilation Wave did sell a lot of issues.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big series for Marvel. So, but I was always thought he was a very important villain. Like, also, I thought Mole Man was like super important too. He's Mole Man, so
I mean, he's in issue 1, right?
yeah, issue 1, first villain that they fight.
Yeah, predates Doctor Doom. That is saying something.
Yeah.
Okay, so just real quick, we're talking about Ultimates. When do you think they decided to make Ultimate Reed Richards the maker? Like how far back do you think they made that decision?
Oh, I think it happened very snap last minute.
Okay. Okay, you don't think that was seeded early on?
No, I thought they were like, oh, these are douchier versions of characters, and then they were like, oh, we could make him a villain. I do not think that was planned. I would not put that much faith in them.
Okay, because I'm reading most of that stuff backwards, so now I've already had the maker in the back of my head when I read it.
Yeah, I mean, like even at the time when it happened, because I was reading Ultimate Fantastic Four, like as it came out, it was like kind of a shock. Um, but yeah, I don't put that much trust into Mark Millar.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's right. You're not a big believer in him in
no,
general, right?
no, no. So, no, I don't put any faith into him to predate those seeds.
Yeah, that wouldn't really be like him when you say it out loud.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy who wrote Civil War, so I mean,
I like Civil War.
the story's fine, and if you got like all the characters act out of character to move the plot forward.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's a whole nother rant. I could
Yeah, right.
we'll end up being here for 2 hours.
Yeah, that is a lot of this stuff. Okay, but yeah, that's a pretty good reading list. That's some good recommendations. But yeah, so how would you try to sell the Fantastic Four to a non-believer? Somebody like me who's not that into it.
Um, so I would say like Fantastic Four. It's a family of explorers who are very much a close knit family. Um, they go into space, things go wrong, they come back with powers, and they use that to save the world. But once again, that's the least important aspect of it. Like it's imagine you and like your parents and or your siblings trying to fight as a team all the time. Like there's gonna be arguments and calling out when somebody does something wrong and irritation. And that's the charm of the comic is like they feel like real people living in the real world. They just happen to have these powers.
Yeah, what's up? But yeah, also even if you're collecting other stuff, the Fantastic Four does just pop up a surprising amount of times. So like if you're an X-Men fan, I always forget that what's what's Sue and Reed's son's name?
Frank,
Franklin.
Frank,
I always
yeah.
forget that he's part of the Sentinel future, that he's part of that storyline.
Yeah, he's a straight up mutant. And then like very early issues of Spider-Man, like he was trying to join the Fantastic Four. Like that was a big plot point for a little while. Like the Fantastic Four, like I feel like now post MCU or the Avengers are the biggest thing. Like before that, the Avengers weren't ever big. They were like a C-list team in a way. Like
Oh yeah, they could barely keep the Avengers title in publication.
yeah, back then, like the Fantastic Four were and the X-Men were like the teams, and like the X-Men had the most books, but the Fantastic Four showed up everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and a bunch of cool stuff spins out of it. So like even you don't like the 2099 universe, like Doom 2099, that's a pretty solid read by itself.
It is. It was actually it's probably my favorite comic out of all the 2099 stuff.
Okay, so just I guess let's get to our expectations for the movie now. So I assume you're expecting to enjoy it.
Yeah, I like everything I've seen so far. I kind of like the 60s.
Yeah, I like this tone. I like this environment.
Yeah, it gives me like the Jetson vibes.
Yeah.
I really like it. I like the cast. I had some issues with Pedro Pascal being cast as Reed at first, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna hate on it.
What was your issue?
It felt like too safe of a pick.
Okay.
Like it didn't feel like they were like really thinking outside the box. They were like, "Who's the safest name that we can get?" Oh, Pedro Pascal. So
Okay, so bouncing off that, what would be your ideal way to present Reed? Do you want him like, all shucks, leave it to Beaver dad with superpowers, or you want to lean a little bit into him being a little callous and detached? Because they're probably not going to do that with Pedro.
Um, I feel like I would introduce him as like the guy that is really trying, but his just mind is always a thousand places. So he is detached. I wouldn't make him as callous, but I would make him very detached where he just, like I said, he's scattered. Like he's trying to save the world and he's trying to invent all these things and he wants to cure Ben and he has a family to take care of and he's maybe not giving Sue the attention she needs. And it's not because he's doing it purposely. It's just how he works. And that's how, but I feel like, some of that 60s charm, like when he is present, that's who he is. But it's not like he's not there all the time for that.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny that his character's been kind of bastardized in other media. So you got the Maker giving him a bad name. Adventure Bro is Mr. Impossible. It's like one of the worst characters.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Reed Richards parodies that are basically villains.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Because like all it takes is that one snap and he could be the greatest villain.
yeah.
Like, I mean, the dude's the smartest guy in the Marvel universe. Like,
Okay, but yeah, so the aesthetics for this look good. The casting looks great. Uh, I kind of like that they're plopping us into. They've already been Fantastic Four for a while. I'm glad we don't got to over-explain everything.
yeah, I like that. I think it being on a different Earth and dimension, like that was the smartest way to play it. Um, and kind of were like they're the premier super team there, like they're protectors, like that's really cool. And it's like, they're gonna end up in the Marvel universe. It's not gonna be for a good reason. And um, I think even knowing that is exciting to see where that journey leads.
So, any thoughts on them flipping Silver Surfer that it's Shalaba instead of Norrin Radd or whatever?
No, that's the dumbest thing to complain about, in my opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't phase me any. I'm not Are
It's
you?
like even if she was Norn Rad, like nothing about that character says he has to be male. Like it's not important to his character or his story. Like it don't bother me.
Real quick, do you like Silver Surfer like solo stories? Is that something you care about?
Um, the only real Silver Surfer run I've been able to really get into is the Dan Slott run.
Okay.
Um, and it helped that Mike Allred did art on it, but it's also very Doctor Who. Like he has a companion and he's traveling, and Dan Slott's a huge Doctor Who fan. So that run I absolutely love. One of my favorites. It's like that was running at the same time as like Mark Waid's Daredevil. So it's like you were getting like two peak Marvel comics at the same time. It was amazing. Um, and then Mike Allred also did an FF that had like Ant-Man and She-Thing, and it was just a really weird team, and I love that. Oh wait,
Can't forget She Thing. That's such an interesting character.
yeah, I'm trying. I totally got off pace from Silver Surfer though. I was just thinking of like great Marvel comics
Yeah.
happen. But other than that, I haven't really been able to just read any of his comics. Like it's never really done much for me.
Yeah, I don't care much about all the cosmic characters. That's part of the reason I'm not crazy about Fantastic Four. But it is neat, like Jack Kirby and Stan Lee just loved the Silver Surfer so much that they were just like so enamored by this
Yeah,
idea. Like to watch like older interviews and stuff, like the reverence they put on him compared to like Thor or whatever is kind of funny.
yeah. I mean, I think he's a good character, but I prefer him like showing up
Yeah,
and other stuff more than just reading about a guy by himself. Like mostly inner monologuing is a lot of his comics.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
traveling through the universe. It's like I get why some people would like that, but it's just not my vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so like again, the gender swap, no big deal, doesn't phase me any. Do you have any thoughts on the actress they picked though?
Oh, I like her a lot.
Okay.
I always forget her name, but
Same.
I saw her in first time I saw her was Ozark. I thought she was great in that show. Like she was such a compelling, dark, just great character, and I loved her and that show. She's probably the only thing I liked about the newest Wolfman movie.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, she's the only thing I liked in that movie. So yeah, like I was excited when she was announced for it. Like I will like she hasn't let me down so far, so I'll watch it.
Okay. Okay, so you think we're gonna get real classic Jack Kirby Galactus, or do you think we're gonna be faked out somehow?
I think we're gonna get Real Jack Kirby Galactus.
Okay.
I don't think they're dumb enough to fake us out again.
Surely not. Okay, then I guess last relevant thing about the movie. You concerned at all about them recutting the movie at the last second? Like I can't imagine the Red Ghost was gonna be that big a character. It's just weird. You get Malkovich and then pull him at the last second.
Yeah, I mean, with every movie, like if you really look at how movies are made, like they film a lot,
Yeah.
and then like a movie's not really made till it's in the editing room. That's when you really make a movie. And I mean, I feel like maybe the movie is a little bit longer than what they wanted, and his scenes weren't very relevant, so they cut them. And like, I was kind of excited to see John Malkovich in it, to see what he brought to it. I also feel like, I mean, he's just kind of John Malkovich and everything. Like,
Yeah, it's been a long time since he stretched his legs much as an actor.
yeah. So, like, the most recent thing I think of him in was in the Transformers movie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
But I mean, uh, like I said, I feel like if it had to be cut, it had to be cut. So,
Yeah, I'm not like upset by it. I'm not like, oh, justice for the Red Ghost. It's just weird they put him so prominently in that trailer. If
yeah.
it was like so unimportant, it could be a deleted scene.
Yeah, and maybe that was to be like, oh, John Malkovich is in our movie.
Yeah, 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 I guess that'd sway somebody.
And one of my favorite toy YouTubers worked on the movie, so I gotta go support
That's
him for that.
right. Okay, but yeah, I'm stoked. I've already got my tickets for Thursday. Uh, you think you're gonna make it this weekend, or you think it's gonna be a little bit of a wait?
I'm gonna try this weekend. Um, we got the con this weekend.
Yeah, that does complicate things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. This may be a drive-in movie for me.
Okay.
It costs like $104 for me to go see Superman. So,
Yeah, it is tough when you have all the boys.
but I don't have them this weekend, so I'm gonna try. I hope so.
Okay, so I guess final prediction. So I expect to like this. I'm not sure if I expect to love it. How do you feel?
I'm really hoping I love it. Like nothing I've seen makes me question anything in it. Um, I do feel like maybe they may play it a little too safe up in Marvel. Like they tend to do that sometimes, and I hope it's less quippy. I mean, I hope we get them from Johnny Storm because that's him. But um, with the direction it seems they're heading towards the end of the movie, I hope none of those stakes are undercut by jokes or anything. Like I really want to feel the impact of this.
Yeah, like I'll be flabbergasted if this isn't my favorite Fantastic Four movie. But I'm a little surprised that I might like Superman more than this.
Yeah, I mean these are both Superman and this are like big movies for me. So I try to go in Superman like excited, but also manage my expectations, and I came out loving it. So I'm trying to do the same. Like I'm not going to get over hype like I did for Love and Thunder again, and that movie kind of soured me a little bit.
Not gonna let yourself be hurt like that again.
Yeah, I don't want to be hurt again.
Okay, I guess box office predictions. Are you nervous or do you feel like it'll do good enough? 600, 700 million, whatever.
Um, I don't know because I thought Superman would do better than what it did.
I mean, it's the 10th highest grossing movie of the year, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing bad. Like
I mean, it's not doing
domestically,
gangbusters. You're right.
domestically, it's doing great. Overseas, it's not. I think Fantastic Four will probably do a little less domestically than Superman, but I think it's going to do better overseas. So I think it'll probably pace a little bit better.
That's probably true.
And I feel like a lot of people know this is going to be leading to the next big thing. So um, I think that will entice people to watch it. And also, Pedro Pascal is he's a
That's
big name.
true.
So
That's true. Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm losing sleep over this, but I'm a little worried because I thought Thunderbolts would do better. Like Thunderbolts was really damn good, and yeah, it didn't do very well.
I really think a lot of that's, and like even Kevin Feige kind of said it in an interview over the weekend where he was just like, we messed up because like we introduced so many characters to Disney Plus shows that Thunderbolts relied on, and he's
Yeah,
like, people don't really watch those as much as we thought they would. So
yeah, apparently not. But yeah, like I think you can give them Mulligan with Captain America. Like that's not a big, it's not a big draw anyway. But yeah, it was. I think it's kind of sad Thunderbolts didn't hit better.
yeah, especially because like it oddly in tone felt more like a Captain America movie than Captain America did.
That's a good point. That is wild. That Red Guardian felt more like Captain America than Captain America.
Yeah, and even like U.S. Agent felt more like Captain America than
Yeah.
Captain America. Like I feel like you could watch The Winter Soldier and Thunderbolts back to back, and tonally they would do well.
Okay, but yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for us to check back in like a week or two about this. Okay, any final thoughts? Or are we good?
Um, like I said, go see Fantastic Four. Like, should be fun.
And if you hadn't seen Superman yet, you should get on it. It was quite good.
Yeah, go see Superman. Like, go watch Jurassic World 2.